Hi, I'm Greg Levine. This is the party line for April 8th, 2011. And are you ready for some shutdown? More on that in a moment. But first, how many of you saw that incredibly awesome campaign launch video that Barack Obama, Obama for America, Obama 2012 put up on the web and emailed to all of you on Monday? Nobody? Well, nobody, because there was no awesome video. How many of you just saw a video? Right. Not so much awesome as, right? Collective WTF, right? What was the message? As best I can tell, looking at it, and it's 2 minutes and 10 seconds long or something like that, best I can tell, the message was, he's got this other job to do, Barack Obama, so it's up to you guys to get psyched. It's not up to him to get you psyched about his re-election. I mean, they literally say that. He's got a job, it's being president, so all you guys get out there and get psyched about getting him re-elected. There's something wrong with that, right? I mean, isn't it his job to inspire us? I mean, yes, governing is hard. They also make that point very clear. Governing is hard, it's nasty, it's brutish, and apparently it's eternal. A point maybe they should have thought about 2.5, 3, 4 years ago. But it's like there is no other message in this except that it's time to get psyched about the campaign. I mean, there aren't even any live shots, you know, contemporary shots of President Obama. There are a couple of fleeting images from the '08 campaign, from very early in the '08 campaign, actually. And it's just, I'll tell you, I was watching it, and what started running through my head, honestly, was the campaign song from the 1972 Nixon campaign, which was, bear with me, it went like this. Nixon now, more than ever, Nixon now more than ever, Nixon now. That was it. I mean, maybe a little more in tune, but that was it, right? So it's like Obama 2012. It's like they've taken the not very good campaign slogan that then DNC chair Tim Kaine articulated on the Daily Show, which was essentially, we're the Democrats, we suck less. That didn't work very well, and now they've sort of changed it to, we suck, comma, but. And that but is what they're counting on. They're counting on that being, we suck, but Newt Gingrich, or we suck, but Michelle Bachmann. And, you know, unfortunately for the country, that's right now not a terrible bet, right? I mean, there could very well be just that kind of choice, which is Barack Obama because, or crazy person who has no really good plans that any of you within the sound of my voice can get behind. It's as if, though, watching this ad, it's as if, I guess, feeling, you know, poleaxed by the audacious expectations that they raised in the '08 campaign, this new sort of chief of staff, daily-run administration is seeking to sort of lower expectations for the coming 2012 campaign. I mean, perhaps this is not as bad a strategy as what was articulated by Representative Tim Van Hollen on Rachel Maddow on Thursday night, where he specifically said the voters will realize they made a mistake in 2012. And he literally said that. If God were a Democrat, Tim Van Hollen would be squeezed out of this universe like a watermelon seed between your thumb and forefinger, for basically saying, it's your fault, America. You voted for the wrong people, and this is what you're going to get. But back to them, the White House lowering expectations. It's a little better, this campaign ad, than that idea, but not much. I mean, they've essentially decided to go with, hey, we weren't able to do a lot, but he's still, you know, not insane. And frankly, there's no better way to lower expectations than to prove yourself irrelevant. And this is where we come back to the government shutdown, because the president seems to be going out of his way right now to prove himself irrelevant. How many, and this is a pattern, how many high-profile meetings does he have to have where people walk out of it with absolutely no agreement before people think, gosh, the president doesn't really have the power to resolve the issues here? And it's mind-boggling. I mean, it's unfortunately at this point, I think, actually true. The president is negotiating with a Speaker of the House who himself is up against it because he pretty much cannot make a deal with the president that isn't going to get him in Dutch with this powerful part of his caucus. But how shameful is it that the Democrats let it get to a point where the president and the Senate Majority Leader don't have the power to change events and are basically stuck watching an almost lame duck-like speaker flip-flop on the hot pavement as he tries to balance the Tea Party and the old guard. Shameful, honestly. Shameful, especially when you realize that we're really working on something that should have been dealt with last year before the 2010 election. And in their infinite wisdom, the Democrats, who then controlled all the legislative branches and the White House, decided that it was not a good idea to force through a budget before the election, and they should try to get it done in the extra session, the lame duck session, after the elections. And well, we know that we got an extension of the Bush tax cuts, but we didn't get a meaningful resolution to resolve the budget issues. So here we are, more than ever, Obama now, I guess. And that's the party line.